Hello, hello. I'm gonna raise this a little bit. I'm the tallest one in my family. That's my bad. All right. A big life mantra that I've always had, and if you know me, which I don't think any of you other than my beautiful partner in the back, who's also helping run the bar, you can guess which one. Please tip your bartenders. A big life mantra of mine has always been everything will be okay, even if it isn't right now. And if you've experienced a lot in your life, a lot of rough times, you understand that to be true. If you've had the lowest of the low moment, you've thought, man, this is terrible. I'm filled with stress right now. The world is falling apart around me. What happened after that? What happened after that? You got through that moment, and it was better than you thought it could ever be. In that moment, it was better than you thought it could ever be. So everything will be okay, even if it isn't right now. I feel like that goes along with the easy does it theme. At least in my head, that makes sense. This is a story about the first time that I took psychedelic mushrooms. So I dabbled in psychedelics before. I started when I was 17, probably too young, but also I think it's the same age that a lot of people who started dabbling in that stuff probably did. I'd taken a lot of LSD, but mushrooms were completely new to me, and the only thing that I had heard about mushrooms was how intense of an experience it was and how spiritual of an experience it was. You were gonna blast off, and if anybody has experience with this, you'll understand what I'm saying right away. The first dosage I took was 4.5 grams of mushrooms. If you don't understand that, it's a pretty hefty dose. 5 grams is guaranteed ego death. You have blasted off into another dimension. You are seeing other beings and stuff. All the stuff you hear about. I took it with my sister. My sister is one of my best friends in the world. She is just such a beautiful person, and I greatly appreciate her. We took these together, and I'm looking up at the ceiling in my living room, and it's one of those kind of corkboard ceilings or tiles, and it's all painted white, so they got these little dots on them. And I'm looking up and not feeling much, but I'm all right. I'm chilling out, and I start seeing all of these little dots start looking like ants crawling around. And I'm not freaked out or anything. I'm like, oh, there are ants there now. That's cool. And then all of a sudden, it starts looking like these ants are turning into people walking around on like an M.C. Escher drawing, like, you know, the like Impossible Staircase and all of that. So they're walking around. It's making very little sense to me, but I still think it's quite cool. And I go, all right, this is getting kind of intense. I'm going to close my eyes. And I'm closing my eyes, and I start seeing colors that I didn't think my living room could create. And I'm chilling out, and I'm hearing all these amazing sounds. I'm hearing choirs sing. The living room is dead silent, by the way. It's just me and my sister. We're laying down. There's no music. I'm hearing choirs singing in my ears. Just gorgeous. And then out of the gorgeous choir music, I hear my sister say, "Oh no." Oh, all right. I'm tripping. I'm tripping pretty hard. My sister, who I know is also tripping pretty hard, just said, "Oh no." How am I supposed to face that? She says, "They're trying to show me things." Whoa. All right. Who are they? You know? And she says, "I don't know. They're trying to show me things." And she says, "I don't think I'm ready." And I say, "Okay, Sylv, it's going to be okay." Sorry, I don't know if she wanted her name out there, but that's all right. She's a lovely person. If you ever meet her, say hello. But say, all right, it's going to be okay. I'm here with you. We both just ate the same thing. I'm here with you. And she's crying a little bit. And I say to her exactly what I said at the beginning of this. Everything will be okay, even if it isn't right now. I love you. And that was the last thing that I could get out of my mouth before I myself blasted off. I was no longer able to look at the ceiling. I couldn't open my eyes other than for a second. When I did, everything around me was melting. And I was melting. By the way, she was able to settle out, and we both went on our journey of not being able to communicate, not being able to say words, but singing to each other and laughing with each other. And I kept on imagining, and I still imagine, the thought in my head of a cup overflowing and spilling out. It's that cup half empty or half full. I see it as ever flowing. You take a sip of it and it refills. You build it up and you flow out. You laugh with people. You breathe with people. You love each other. Everything is okay, even if it isn't in that moment. I didn't have any solid ending to this story other than we went on a long journey with each other, had a lot of stressful moments. I kept thinking that I pooped myself. Really, I was just wearing joggers, and there was one pocket in the back that just had kind of a weird lump when I sat down. Yeah, who knew? If I can say anything, it's life is beautiful. Love one another. Everything will be okay, even if it isn't right now.